What's up, guys? It's Nate here, and today I want to talk about Starlink. Before I start, I just want to say thanks for watching and apologize for the video quality. I think I'm going to upgrade my webcam. It's like 10 years old. I like to do all this in OBS so I can do it live and transitions and all that. So I like sticking with the webcam, and I think I'm going to need to upgrade that pretty soon. So yeah, you probably hear some cats meowing in the background. I apologize for that. They're just insane. But yeah, let's get right into it. So last night, Starlink, I was going to bed and I was like, yeah, just gonna check the internet and like that. And I was checking Elon's Twitter and I saw the link to Starlink Premium. I was like, what the heck? I'd never even know that this was something that was kind of in the works. But it looks like Starlink went ahead and they released a satellite receiver that has like 4 times as many parts that receive the signal. So it's going to be able to get that much better service. And I'll get into the details on sort of the account and like what that um, looks like and what your charges might be for that. But this is kind of crazy. And I thought it was interesting how they worded it on here. They say it delivers faster internet speeds and higher throughput for the highest demand users, including businesses. So I think that this is sort of like a skip the line kind of thing, albeit an extremely expensive way to skip the line. For the average user, it's going to break down to your upfront fee goes from 500 bucks for the actual unit, and then the 99 reserve cost to $500 upfront, and it's $2,500 for the whole package, and then you're paying $500 a month. So 5 times more expensive every month, and a much larger upfront cost. I actually reserved a unit myself until I saw that it was 500 bucks a month. I was like, hey, that's kind of okay to pay that upfront in order to get better service. And I was thinking, maybe it'll be like 150 instead of 100 a month, and that'd be kind of worth it. I don't really need it because I have Google Fiber here, and it's like crazy fast. I have the 2 gig package, but I kind of like it for on the road, and I want to go down and spend some time down at SpaceX in South Texas, and so I think this would be really nice to have. But I don't know. At that price, I don't think I can justify it. I probably would need to have a couple people like buying in with me in order to justify it, and that's just not my situation right now. So interesting though. So I thought I'd go through this a little bit. It does look like it's physically a larger satellite, so that's interesting. It says higher speed, lower latency, but when we look at the chart, which we'll look at in a second, that doesn't look to be the case, at least not what they're listing. It seems like the router itself is kind of the same exact thing, so that's cool. And the satellite's just larger. And unlimited service locations. This is where it gets interesting, especially when they say like power users. They're focusing on like power users or the most demanding users. Um, I'm curious if this means like you could travel with it. I'm sure it's not ideal because it is larger, but when it says it can have multiple service locations, um, that's interesting to me. That you could change that potentially and have service like multiple service locations could mean campgrounds, things like that. Although for the price of what this internet costs, like you could stay at a campground for some campgrounds for like a month. So I don't know how much crossover there is there, but I'm sure they'll find their audience. And I think it's interesting that they have an additional offering at this point. So that's pretty much it from the premium landing page that they've provided. I'm going to go over and look at this now. This is the chart. I found it on Reddit in the Starlink Premium thread, this thread right here. And it's just like a link to the differences in what you can expect. So pretty much everything is the same. The differences will be the download and upload, obviously. Still no data caps or anything like that. The latency, which it said was faster over here, it said like the lower latency. I guess low latency, didn't say lower, but that looks like it's the same 20 to 40. It's pretty good for satellite internet you could bring anywhere. And it looks like it could be anywhere from 50 to 250 for the base package. And then for this one, the baseline is going to be 150 and it's going to go all the way up to 500. And reading through a lot of the threads, it seems like people are thinking the higher end of that will be closer to like a gig. And I think that something like that would be necessary for businesses, even if you have five people, and you start get up towards like 10 people. If you have 500 gigabit internet, and people are watching videos and stuff like that, which people do for work. I do it all the time, watching tutorials, stuff like that. That would start to bog down pretty quickly, especially at high resolution. So that's something to consider. I think it probably will improve. And I think, having said that, the baseline internet of 250 being the higher end will probably also improve. And they probably just have to put these in there to have like minimums. But that's kind of exciting. It's exciting to see that can go up to 500. They have a satellite that can do that, and that the satellites that are already in space can pump out that kind of speed. So I don't know a ton about this, so forgive me for kind of being a little bit ignorant, but I find that to be kind of interesting. And yeah, I don't know. Would you guys get this Starlink Premium? If you knew that you could get it, like say Q2, so April will start shipping, but you had to pay the extra $2,500 and and then $500 per month. Um, would you do that while you wait for your regular Starlink to come? Like, would that be something that you'd be interested in doing? I know for me, it's just kind of not quite worth it. Maybe if I had a remote, physical, like brick and mortar place I was staying at that needed it, it'd be worth considering. But for me, it's not quite worth it. I'm going to keep holding out for that stock unit that I have, the baseline unit. But yeah, leave a comment if you're interested. Also, check out my video from yesterday. I made a video talking about Tesla and AI and why nothing really makes sense right now, and why the markets are kind of confused, and how that will look going forward. I thought it was interesting. It was really fun to make. So yeah, I'm going to upgrade my equipment. I'm going to make things start looking a little bit better. Everything that needs to be improved will be improved. And I appreciate you watching all the way to the end if you did. And hope you guys have a great day. Bye. I don't know what this was. Bye.